Hotkey Books presents To Kill a Kingdom, written by Alexandra Christo and read by Jacob York and Stephanie Willis.
1. Lyra. I have a heart for every year I've been alive. There are 17 hidden in the sand of my bedroom. Every so often, I claw through the shingle just to check they're still there, buried deep and bloody. I count each of them, so I can be sure none were stolen in the night. It's not such an odd fear to have. Hearts are power, and if there's one thing my kind craves more than the ocean, it's power. I've heard things. Tales of lost hearts and harpooned women stapled to the ocean bed as punishment for their treachery, left to suffer until their blood becomes salt and they dissolve to sea foam. These are the women who take the human bounty of their kin, mermaids more fish than flesh, with an upper body to match the decadent scales of their fins. Unlike sirens, mermaids have stretched blue husks and limbs in place of hair, with a jawlessness that lets their mouths stretch to the size of small boats and swallow sharks whole. Their deep blue flesh is dotted with fins that spread up their arms and spines, fish and human both, with the beauty of neither. They have the capacity to be deadly, like all monsters. But where sirens seduce and kill, mermaids remain fascinated by humans. They steal trinkets and follow ships in hopes that treasure will fall from the decks. Sometimes they save the lives of sailors and take nothing but charms in return. And when they steal the hearts we keep, it isn't for power. It's because they think that if they eat enough of them, they might become human themselves. I hate mermaids. My hair snakes down my back, as red as my left eye. And only my left, of course, because the right eye of every siren is the color of the sea they were born into. For me, that's the great sea of Diabolos, with waters of apple and sapphire. A selection of each, so it manages to be neither. In that ocean lies the sea kingdom of Quito. It's a well-known fact that sirens are beautiful, but the bloodline of Quito is royal, and with that comes its own beauty. A magnificence forged in salt water and regality. We have eyelashes born from iceberg shavings and lips painted with the blood of sailors. It's a wonder we even need our song to steal hearts. Which will you take, cousin? Kalia asks in Sarene. She sits beside me on the rock and stares at the ship in the distance. Her scales are deep auburn, and her blonde hair barely reaches her breasts, which are covered by a braid of orange seaweed. You're ridiculous, I tell her. You know which. The ship plows idly along the calm waters of Adekaros, one of the many human kingdoms I've vowed to rid of a prince. It's smaller than most, and made from scarlet wood that represents the colors of their country. Humans enjoy flaunting their treasures for the world, but it only makes them targets for creatures like Kalia and me, who can easily spot a royal ship. After all, it's the only one in the fleet with the painted wood and tiger flag, the only vessel on which the Adekarosan prince ever sails. Easy prey for those in the mood to hunt. The sun weighs on my back. Its heat presses against my neck.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?